The month of February has come to the end, and so I'm ranking all the January and February movies I saw ranked. Hi, my name is Nathan, and I talk about movies and TV shows on this channel. Down below in the comment section, share your ranking of the January and February new releases that you saw. Click that like button, be sure to subscribe. With that said, let's just get straight to it in the ranking. Coming in last place, we have A Ghost, an innocent, fine enough misfire for a film. A big part of the problem with this film is that it can't decide what it is or what it wants to be. It tackles multiple different genres, and if it just stuck with one of them, I think it would have been great. But as is, it just feels like too many things mushed together. As a comedy, it is not funny. As a horror movie, it's not scary. And it tries to do this family drama thing, but it just does not work because the characters are a bit too unlikable and selfish. And it's way too long for what's delivered in the movie. The movie's over 2 hours and it doesn't deliver a lot. And also, whose idea was it to cast David Harbour, an actor like David Harbour, in a ghost role and not have him say any words of the entire movie? This one just didn't work for me. Number 6, Shotgun Wedding. A certainly watchable enough film in this genre, but it's just not very memorable. The basic premise of this movie is just Die Hard at a wedding, and we've seen a bunch of Die Hard knockoffs, and it just doesn't add much new to the mix. It could and should have been better and a lot more fun than it actually was. And the action is a bit poorly staged. I think Jennifer Lopez and Josh Duhamel were a little bit miscast in the lead roles. Now granted, this is an entertaining movie. It does have some things to enjoy about it. Certainly, I think some moments did make me laugh.
Thank you for the cake knife. I freaking love this cake knife.
But overall, it just should and could have been better than it actually was. I wish I had a lot more fun with it than I actually did. Number 5, Knock at the Cabin. To be clear, I do go positive on this movie and the rest of the movies on this list, and so this one is very much sort of a mixed positive, and what I enjoyed about it was that it's a mid-tier M. Night Shyamalan movie with the edge-of-your-seat thrills and tensions that you want. It's an example of how you can take a simple story and make sort of greatness out of it. It's not the best movie out there, the best thing that does this type of thing, but it does exactly what it's going for. My problem with the movie is that it's actually quite fast-paced, but it feels rather slow for what it is. And it's not as emotional as it should be. It's entertaining, but it's sort of on this one note from beginning to end. And so it's good, but it's not like top tier. Number 4 is Plane, and to me, this is just a solid mid-tier schlocky B-movie action movie. It's definitely specifically made to kill 90 minutes of your time, and it's a nice little small-scale thriller. I could just imagine myself sitting on my couch at home, and do I just want to kill time for 90 minutes? Yeah, let's put on Plane. It's made for this sort of purpose. It's not trying to be the biggest action movie. It's made to just simply be this mid-tier, B-movie, entertaining enough action movie. Now, it is generic. Much like Shotgun Wedding, it doesn't add anything new to the mix, but it does exactly what it's going for rather well, and I enjoyed what they did with it.
Nice.
In third place, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and what I really appreciated about this movie was that it was an Ant-Man movie that is important to the MCU, and therefore, it's the right direction for the MCU to be headed, as it has more focus than what Phase 4 delivered. Obviously, there's a great villain in Kang. Jonathan Majors gives the standout performance in this film, and it has an epic finale, and I would agree with people that it feels like the Star Wars of the MCU, and there's wonderful world building in the quantum realm. But it's also a really frustrating one because I don't think the execution of some of these worked well, like MODOK. No. And Cassie. I don't like how those characters were portrayed in this film, and also, this movie has some big tonal shifts. It will go from jokes to Kang killing people, and so that's my issue with the film, but still an enjoyable film. Our runner-up is Megan, a solid beginner horror movie. And what I mean by that is that this is a horror movie. If you're not an extreme horror fan and you go into this movie, you might actually really like it. It's like a remake of Child's Play from 2019, and I went into it just expecting like January horror movie thing. But then this is much better than a bunch of January horror movies. It manages to be funny. It has some interesting commentary on the ideas of children and their attachment to technology. And it's entertaining from start to finish. Now, my slight issues, what keeps it back from number one, all kills are spoiled by the trailers. If you see the trailer, basically all the kills are in this film. And it didn't balance the horror and the comedy properly. And so I wish it did that better, but otherwise, a triumph.
It's insane, right?
But coming in first place is Missing. This is a film that takes advantage of its form of storytelling, and I would say it does that very, very well. And what I enjoy about this mystery is that while it's all told from a computer screen, or a webcam, or a watch screen, it manages to be a compelling thriller that keeps you guessing from beginning to end, where you think it's going to head one direction, but instead it's headed a completely different direction. And there's so many good twists and reveals that you're able to piece all of it together. It all makes sense and it all pays off in the third act. There's a very great performance from our lead Storm Reid, who carries the movie to this whole other level, and it's a very tense thriller where I actually almost didn't see this movie, but I'm so glad that I did. It is my favorite movie of the entire year so far. There you have it. That's my ranking of all 7 January and February movies ranked. Down below in the comment section, share your ranking. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help a lot. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I will see you in the next one.